Hey everybody, Max Monster back with Marvel Heroes, and this time we got a revised farming guide by request. And I already talked about experience and how to farm that, so that's being covered. So we're going to cover other aspects that were kind of talked about a little bit on it, kind of not. First off, credits. I mean, the best and easiest way to farm credits is to get a level 60 character, get all plus credit find items you can, as much special item find as you can, with as much rare item find to follow that up with. The reason why I say that is because specific things drop on special item find that give money, and then specific things drop on rare item find that give you money as well. But ideally, if you're just looking to farm credits, you can use some of those credit find potions that you've got from the events. If you don't have them, you just use credit find gear. And then you do anybody that is capable of speed farm killing, such as Ghost Rider with his ride ability, Storm with Thundering Maelstrom, anyone who can kill level 60 green mobs in Midtown, or level 55 plus mobs in story mode. With one-shots while traveling really fast, and then it can go back and cover that same speed and pick everything up really fast, is ideal for the situation. And basically that's what you want to do. You want to go, I prefer Midtown, and I just go down one street, come back up the next side, and go back down the street I went down and pick up everything that dropped, because anything that's good doesn't fade. Everything that's crud fades. I don't bother picking up, anything that's not yellow or orange, or maybe runes I'll pick up if that's what I want. I just want the credits, and I just keep going up and down and killing those packs, and when that street seems just a little bit dead, I move a street over. And I do that, a big circle, do a big loop. So that's credits, and it's actually a real easy method. There is a credit ride video with Ghost Rider doing it. You want to see it happening, that's basically it. Now, special item find is a stat. We'll go over here, you can scroll down, you got all sorts of stats on your stats page. And here's special item find, 31.3%. It's basically just increases the chance to find things. It's going to increase your chance to find relics, runes, gift buffs. Now, gift buffs drop, and they can have combat benefits, but they also can do special item find, rare item find, credits, XP. Actually, I don't know about credits, so I take that back. XP. I know there's attack speed and movement, a couple other things. Eternity splinters, fortune cards, Mark 1 only. I haven't seen anything else besides a Mark 1 card drop. I don't see too many dropping lately. Pets, retcon devices, costume cores, unstable molecules, matrices of a binding. Both of those rarely drop now also, by the way. So all those are special item find. And then, of course, there's also some talk of event stuff, like the Easter eggs dropping off a special item find. I'm not entirely sure. Developers have both said rare item find and special item find both cause them to drop. So I have a feeling both of those actually do cause them to drop. However, on both posts, the same developer said at one time special item find did it, and at another time he said rare item find did it. So I don't know if it was a slip, or if it's just the fact that both have those drop. So if you're looking for any of those items, or you want to stack special item find as much as possible, Eternity Splinters will drop more often if you stack special item find. There's no timer. There's no, oh, I can set my watch and log in and kill something and you're going to get an Eternity Splinter. It just doesn't happen. You can test that if you like. Just wait a half hour, log in and kill something. Wait a half hour, log in and kill something. See if you get that Eternity Splinter. I guarantee not every time you kill something you get an Eternity Splinter. If you just kill it once. Just kill one. If there's such a timer, all you have to do is kill one. Half hour definitely beats that timer that they say is out there. It's not there. I've logged in and had to kill things for a minute before I got in that Eternity Splinter. I've logged in and gotten it on the first kill. So, there's definitely, some kind of method going on. And usually what it is an aggregated scale. And what an aggregated scale is, it uses multiple definitions to define a chance of something to happen. So certain things that affect this is time, a period of time. The longer the time between drops, the bigger the chance that you have of getting a drop, as well as many things as you've killed, quests completed, chests opened, bosses killed. All those add multiple definitions to your chance of getting a splinter. And what that does is, say you start off at 1 in a million chance per kill to get a splinter. Right there destroys a timer, by the way. If you have to kill something, it's done on a timer. And then you kill something again, and that takes it to 1 in 2 million. And then a second or a minute passes by, and that takes it to 1 in 3 million. That's how the aggregated scale works. And then, of course, you've got a boss kill. Maybe that takes it to 1 in 10 million. It just goes up and up and up. It actually wouldn't be 10 million, but you know what I'm saying. Rare item find. A lot of people feel uniques tend to work on that basis. I'm not 100% positive because I have tested it with potions, and I feel with potions things drop much more frequently than they do without. More than 50% if you use a 50% pot, and definitely more than 100% if you used 100% stuff. So if you're wondering how I get fully epic, unique out characters that just came out in the first day and they're fully set up, that's the way it is. I just use those pots, and gear seems to drop like mad. But rare item find does cover uniques, cosmics, rares, uncommons, and commons. A lot of people don't understand that factor. It does increase your chance to get a common. You can go from a no drop to a drop of a common, and that is actually, in fact, an effect of rare item find. People just don't understand that. They use rare item find and they don't get a lot of uniques. They think it's not working. That's not the case. You will see more common item drops. If you're looking just to farm and actually sell, and you got a close proximity vendor, you could pick everything up and sell it and do one big circle in Midtown. Start at the doors, go down, take a left, take another left, go to the vendor, sell, and keep doing that. And you will push a vendor or make some credits pretty fast that way as well. So every time a common drops with rare item find, you have increased chances of getting more commons. Those commons have increased chances of becoming uncommons. Those uncommons have increased chances of becoming rares. Those rares have increased chances of becoming cosmics. Those cosmics have increased chances of becoming uniques. And that's how rare item find works in those type of gears. Rare item find also affects how many artifacts drop in the world, euros drop in the world, and insignias drop in the world. So if you're looking for any of those items, you're looking at rare item find instead of special item find. I suggest coming up with some kind of combination of your both. If you look right now, Dr. Strange is set up with rare item find at 93% and special item find at 31%. I've noticed that at 0, 1, 25, 50, and 75% are huge milestones in said rare item find or special item find percentages. Going from 0 to 1 is a big difference. Going from 1 to 25.1 is a big difference. 50.1 is a big difference. 75.1 is a big difference. And above that, it doesn't seem to be a big deal, but you go for it as much as you can. Let's see, that being covered. Moving on to gear. Metals. Metals aren't affected by these, except possibly the cosmic metals. Now, metals are a one-time boss drop in terminals. You kill a boss, he will drop his metal. It's just a random chance, and it's a slight chance of it being cosmic. It doesn't matter what terminal you're in, although being in a cosmic terminal might have a higher chance of making that cosmic metal happen. I don't think it's that much higher. Most of my metals that I've gotten cosmic were actually out of green terminals, just farming cube shards. Going into that in a minute. So anywhere else in the world, there's a small chance that a boss, when you kill him, will drop their medal. That's Midtown, X Defense, Hollow Sim, or Story Mode. So if you're looking for a specific medal on a boss that's in a terminal, go to the terminal. Otherwise, you have to farm X Defense or Midtown or Story to get said boss's medal. To get a Cosmic, you have to keep farming that said boss over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until it drops finally Cosmic. Probably 1 in 100, and it does not seem to be defined by a rare item find, but who can say? Other than the developers, and I bet you they aren't positive how they coded it, and they don't know how to look it up because they are not saying. So going to cube shards. Cube shards drop the first terminal run per account per day. I say per account because you can do it with any character you want, but each time the character does it, no matter which character it is, that account uses up that slot on that terminal if it's a red or green terminal. That nets 1 cube shard. So you can use 10 of those to get a fortune card. That is my suggestion to do. Ghost boxes don't tend to drop much. Everything else is pretty much useless. Those fortune cards, though, even though it is a rare chance to get anything super awesome out of it, so people will tell you that is not true. The potions and the bars are super awesome, especially when timed with super events, makes them even awesomer. They're just not smart enough to compile them all together and save them and use them at the proper times. Again, this is another strategy at how I get all 5 uniques first day, fully artifacts set up with characters when they first come out. It's because I am smart enough to save all those cube shards, to buy all the fortune cards, to save all the potions, and wait for the specific events to use them at those certain times. Not overuse them, just use a little bit of them. You know, I don't go for the 5 stacks of the bars, I go for 1, and just let it ride. Gear does drop. And that would be my suggestion for cube shards, and that's how you get the cube shards. Now, Odin marks, I kind of covered before with the XP. You do a legendary quest, you get anywhere from 1 to 3 Odin marks, depending on how long the developers feel that quest took to do. The first legendary quest per character per day nets 1 extra Odin mark. So if you're really looking for Odin marks and you have, like, say, 10 characters, you can get an extra 10 per day by doing a legendary quest per character. Again, they have to be level 20 or higher, obviously, but you can get an extra Odin mark that day by doing that. Cosmic rings and insignias. They only drop in cosmic terminals, and they tend to only drop, from what I've seen, off the boss or loot chest. And everyone that I've seen has dropped off of the loot chest and not the boss. That being said, people have said they got it off the boss, so I think it is boss or loot chest. The bonus chest, when you do the bounty, if you're going to do a cosmic terminal, you might as well do the bounty, because those bounty chests are usually better than the boss themselves. It's 125 mobs per bounty, not too hard to do, and that's the only way to get the cosmic ring and insignia. Team-up items, they tend not to drop at all. And the only time I really see them drop is when I use a rare item find potion. It doesn't matter what that character's rare item find is before the potion, but after the potion, I will notice when I do Midtown or X Defense in those 2 areas that all of a sudden the bosses tend to drop team-up items up to green. I have not seen a blue drop yet, so I don't think they do drop. And like I said, it seemed to be based off using a potion as opposed to anything. I've had characters with, like I said, Dr. Strange here. He doesn't have a potion running. He's at 93%. He's got the boon. I don't see too many team-up items, if any. I use a potion, boom, all of a sudden team-up items are dropping. That's how I get them. I don't really need them anymore. I'm waiting for the next level of team-up items to come out. That's what I need. And that's about it. That's about all the gear slots. We covered artifacts, we covered medals, Recovered Urus, recovered runes are off a special item find, just kill anything. Relics, recovered that, that's special item find, kill anything. Legendary items, they are legendary quests. Recovered uniques. Both any hero and regular uniques are based off a rare item find. However, they are on separate drop tables. So any hero uniques are not your current hero uniques. There are two separate drops, and there are two separate drop tables. That's very interesting to note. Covered costume cores, covered everything. So we got splinters, cube shards, yep, runes. Can't think of anything else that really drops that really matters. So I hope it helps. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to everyone later.